baby. Tamia Lee Talks, baby.
Hello.
Hey, how you,
Hey.
how you
How you been?
good? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for coming on my show.
Sure, for sure.
Okay, so let me do my intro real quick. Everyone, welcome back to the Tamia Lee Talks podcast. I'm your host, Tamia Lee, and today I have the wonderful Ashton Burrell. Hey Ashton, how you doing?
Good, good. Thank you for having
No problem. All right, so first start off, I haven't seen you in a while.
me.
So, how have you been and
I'm
your family and everybody holding up during this pandemic?
good. Everybody's been good. Everybody's been healthy.
Mhm,
Been good. Just connecting more and just learning more about each other, and it's
mhm.
good. It's been solid.
That's good. That's good. So, to give my podcast a little background about you and how I know you, so
Yeah.
I look to you as a big brother, somebody I find inspirational, and then just so happen this amazing person you are. You
Uh,
went to my church. So it's good to know people and connect with people, especially people who are doing things, especially in the community. So I wanted to talk to you about being a New Jersey native, an activist, an author, entrepreneur, humanitarian, and all that good stuff. So for those who don't know, just introduce a little bit about Ashton Burrell.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on the
No
show.
problem.
Always proud of you. Killing
Thank
it
you.
as normal.
Thank you.
But a little bit about myself. My name is Ashton Burrell. Graduated Highland Park High School 2010. Went to Lincoln University for undergrad and for my master's. Um, I'm right now in the process of transferring to Texas Southern for my doctorate. So I'm gonna finish. Yeah, gotta
Oh, we
finish.
going to the top.
Yeah, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
We
So
going to the top with that one.
all the way. So doing that, and then I got involved with like doing mentoring. I started like a mentor group, and I did start a mentor group in 2011, and then
Okay.
that grew into creating programs for youth. To next thing you know, like eh,
Just took
everything's
off.
going on, everything's going on, and then that led to me doing like um, organizing marches and demonstrations, and
Okay,
then
we're gonna get up. We're gonna get
oh
all
yeah,
into
yeah,
that.
yeah.
We gonna get all into that. But you started off at 2011. I mean, we're in 2021 now, so
Yeah, crazy.
let's take it back. Let's take it
Yeah,
back to 2011 when you started this mentor program. So the name of the mentor program was
live life and visions of evolution.
Life and Visions of Evolution.
Yeah,
Okay, catchy name.
yeah.
You always want to live.
Always want to live.
Yes, yeah. So the mentor program, tell me a little bit about that. Is that for what ages, demographics, a little bit? Talk about that.
Yeah, when I first started it, I had it for like probably between the ages of 9 through 18. But then
Okay.
that just grew because everybody had a brother, everybody had a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, I got people I was mentoring. I was probably like maybe like maybe like 18, yeah, 19. People
Mm-hmm.
that was like 18 right under me coming to the program and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So, it started growing, and then we turned it into a female program. And then we started bringing the young ladies in for the mentoring, and it just grew. I had kids that went on to do some real cool things. So, um, especially at young ages. So, we just kept it going. It's funny. I was just talking to somebody earlier about revamping it and bringing it full on back. So
Okay. So where did you start this program at?
I started it in Highland Park.
Okay.
I had this little rec center, like this little room in the rec center, and then
Gotta start from somewhere.
yeah, you got to start somewhere. So we
Yeah.
started there, and just built from there. And then next thing 2018, we opened a teen center, and you
Okay.
know, it's
So that's what you got going on right now, is
yeah, that's
being a
what I'm actually
mentor.
here right now. Yeah,
Okay. So the program is still available to people, to young males and women. I'm guessing still the age range 9 to 18.
Well, we took a break like in probably the last year. So
Okay.
I'm revamping it and what that will look like. But we probably gonna go lower
Nah.
than that age and probably go a little higher than
Mhm.
18, probably like maybe like 24,
So
23.
what pushed you to want to become a mentor? I mean, I know, as you can see, we are people of the African American community.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times we don't get unfortunately, some of the funding and or opportunities as other communities. So what made you think like, okay, I got to do this. I got to be a mentor. What pushed you to want to do that?
Um, just people took that on with me, even when I didn't expect it, didn't know what was going on, people always looked out for me.
Mhm.
Um, I remember I had a teacher in high school who I know I used to always get on her nerves, and like she would always just get on me, and she had recommended me for this travel abroad program that I did. We went to like England, Ireland, and Wales in like 10th grade,
Oh
and
wow.
it just stuck with me. I remember I came back like a different person. Like I realized how much bigger the world was in
Mhm.
in my peripheral, and just had more understanding on what I wanted to do. I wanted to help people, and I had the idea probably like in 12th grade, 11th grade. I just didn't do it. I wasn't in that mindset to do it at that time. But
Yeah.
a
Mhm.
couple years later, we just started it, and it blew up. So I
Mhm.
was happy for that.
So I know that you are a mentor for the Live program, but you also started another club. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Hometown Hero Club.
Yeah.
Let's talk
I
about
got
that.
the hair on right now. Yeah.
Okay, rep.
Oh man. Hometown Hero Club came about you know, was relooking at a lot of the stuff that I was doing, from
Mhm.
the mentoring to the activism to just everything and just life in general. And just started thinking about the everyday person. And then,
Mhm.
like there's so many hometown heroes like around, whether it be the mailman coming through when that package is needed, you know what I mean?
Not the fact.
Whether it's you know, just your
Firemen,
neighbor,
police officers.
firemen, police officers, your neighbor that take your trash out when you forget, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it'd be the little things. So I wanted to do something to make sure like those type of people was always commemorated and remembered. So I had started it, and then we just blew different programs out of it. We got the Shoe Hoops Not Guns game.
Okay,
Which
wait. So you just, to me, you're just in leadership all the way around. So you started with the Live mentorship, and then you went to Hometown Hero Club, and then you got more clubs.
yeah, we were yeah. So when I started Hometown Hero Club, I was like that became like the umbrella of it all, and we could
Mhm.
just funnel everything. We started just pumping out events. So
Mhm.
from Shoe Hoops Not Guns to putting together like financial literacy programs for like people going into the NFL, like rookies. Um, we do like programming, like if people need help with creating like program for youth, stuff like that. We do that.
Mhm.
And then we got the clothing part of it. So we
Yeah.
doing some different things. We're trying to get into new stuff. So
Yeah. And it's so good talking to you as a young black male, because it's good putting you on this platform and just being able to connect you to other people, because there's a lot of young black males who come from inner cities, or not even just inner cities, even just black males in general who need opportunities.
sure.
So I appreciate you for talking about those clubs. Can you get into a little bit about what it means for you to be a black male in the society we live in today?
Absolutely. It's important. It's important that, you just understand yourself,
Mhm.
understand, how to pick your battles in this world. Um, and that includes, just creating the discipline for yourself, um, educating yourself,
Mhm.
um, and through that you'll start to find where you need to go. You know what I mean? And always, be 10 steps ahead. Always try your best to be 10 steps ahead, and never like compare yourself to a lot of these like man-made realities. that a lot of these people have made that create a false sense of reality for people and have them stressing things that they don't need to even be stressing. So, to be a Black man today in
Talk.
America it's a blessing to me. In
Yeah.
the same breath, one of the we are the most targeted, besides a Black woman. So, but I love being a Black man, especially in America. Well, I'm just in general. I just love being a Black man.
I mean,
you know.
what who greater? But as far as you being in that leadership position, did you ever feel like, I'm being a leader for others?
Yeah,
I kind of need that leader, or did you always have somebody that you can lean on, or somebody you can just talk to and balance yourself out?
yeah.
Because I know for you being a mentor, it's basically like being like a big brother or a father to a lot of people who need help. So who was that person for you?
My mom always.
Yes, I love her.
My mom, she's always
Mhm,
solid. You know what I mean? She always keep me square. She gonna give it to me straight lace. She not gonna sugarcoat it. So,
mhm.
when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm right. She rocking with me regardless. You know what I mean? So she's always been one, and just my family in general. They always keep me on my toes. My
Mhm.
pops, he be my biggest, you know, critic sometimes, but it's in a good way. Keep me like, all right, like I might, he like that dad. You put up 60 points in the game, he'll be like, oh, all right, that was cool.
You could have did better.
Could have did better. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
that
Mhm,
keep it going, and it keep you going, and just life as you learn. You start to find different motivations to keep you going, and just stay busy.
mhm. So I guess you basically answered my question about who you honor, because you just named the whole fam in their part in in their role of making you the man, the strong man you are today. So I want to get into being Black, especially in the society with this summer that we just went through, where we experienced, not even that, just last summer, like all of the young Black males who were killed unjustly. Talk about that. Was that heavy on you, especially trying to keep your positive look on life? Like, what was your mental state during that time?
I when I before that I had started that's how I organized my first march, watching the Trayvon Martin um
Okay.
case. And I remember I woke up, it was like 11 at night, because I think it was or it was in a place where the hours was different. And I remember they said he was like not guilty. And I just remember the anger that I felt.
Mm,
And that made me want to get involved. And from there I started educating and organizing and getting to work. And
mm,
you know, one of the interesting things about last year was I was angry in the sense of like, yo, we still here. But I wasn't surprised by the,
mm,
things. It was just more like, yeah, this been going on. Like now we at the boiling pot. Like, once once the pot start getting to the top, it's gonna
boil
start to
over.
boil over. So, you
Mm,
know, that's a lot of what we experienced last year. And years of frustration and anger. And it's like, how could you look at this situation unfolding and not, think this is gonna come,
mm,
so it was more of a mad about it, but not surprised about it
mm.
type of thing.
And I asked a lot of people, especially that time for me was a moment of, we got to think about the Black males, especially because even as Black women, we do our we we're caregivers. We care about y'all.
Sure,
We got to take care of y'all. See how
absolutely.
y'all feeling. So I reached out to a lot of my male friends and family and just wanted to talk to them and pick their minds on that, because we shouldn't be living in a society where you're a Black male and you're scared to go here, or you're scared to do this, or scared to do that. And I feel as though, like with your march that you organized, what was, especially as an organizer of something that big, what was your thought of when the rioters stormed the Capitol? What
Oh
did you
man.
think about that and how they treated uh marchers who are peaceful, who are here for a reason, who are protesting using their voice compared to people who vandalized and just did the utmost
Yeah.
at the Capitol?
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like the same thing with last year,
Mhm.
just a moment where you just sit back and you say, I knew this would happen if this happened like this way. I wouldn't expect um just watching them do it, you automatically know, man, if that was people that were of color, then that would have been a
Mhm.
different situation. So
Mhm.
you kind of just it's messed up to say, but you kind of immune to it because you already know the situation and what's going on. It's history always repeats itself. It's a pattern
Very true.
of this type of behavior. Even you go back to the late 1800s, early 1900s, where you had people come down and slaughter a whole group uh, of a political party because they fused it with blacks, you
Mhm.
know, and, and they were able to just keep going,
Yeah.
So it's a history of this that you kind of expect to bite. You probably you kind of like no, all right, we knew, type.
Mhm. And how do you think your voice as an activist, like what are your plans as an activist using your voice? What do you want to see in the future, especially with us going into a new president? What
Yeah.
do you want the future to look like for our young African American males, and not even just African American males? Because when we talk about African American males who were done unjustly, we got to talk about the African American women as well. So what do you think, or what are you looking forward to in our future?
More strategizing and execution, in the sense of knowing who everybody on the chessboard is, and knowing how to move, you know, in regards to that game of chess that people play on a daily basis with us, and
Mhm.
that's what I look forward to. So just do little things, and I do what I can where I can. Um, so if that means I'm helping three young black men that live right down the street from me, that's doing a part in it, because whatever they take from you, they take with them to the next person, and you hope that next person takes that on. So you kind of do what you can where you can.
Mhm.
Just make sure you just stay involved, even if it's. I'm encouraging people go to board of education meetings, get involved on community councils and different coalitions and things of that nature. Just get involved. Zoning committees that decides what's going on in your town. Um, you know, just passing on whatever I know, and and
Mhm.
and, and hopefully people take it and go do the right thing with it. And that's what I'm doing right now.
Mhm. So that leads me into, are you a council member?
Nah, so I'm on the New Jersey Human Relations Council, so I chair that
Okay.
for the
Okay.
state. Hmm.
Talk a little bit about that, cuz I don't really
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. So we basically what we do is we focus on the human relations throughout the state of New
Okay.
Jersey. Right now we're working on getting each commission revamped through each county and town in the state of New Jersey. So we're working like prosecutors and stuff like that. And then we work directly with Attorney General's office in
Okay.
Trenton and stuff like that. So we do a lot of work with the Department of Civil Justice, things of that nature, um, to try to just create better relations for people throughout New Jersey. And
Mhm.
we meet every third Wednesday of each month, 10 a.m.
Okay.
Um, and we will start back actually this coming February. So we're
Mhm.
looking to do some things. We just did a conference with over like 100 uh, law enforcement officers from the state of New Jersey at Keene. Um,
That's where I go. I
a
love when people shout out my school. I'll be like,
or Kane. I'm sorry.
Keen, Kane. I say Keen. Some
All
people
right,
say
cool.
cane.
Okay,
Tomato,
yeah. I
tomato.
got a big sign that say like how to say it and all that stuff. So,
I know.
I want to make sure I said it right. And yeah, so
I
we
get it.
did that, which was cool. So yeah, we're doing some good stuff.
Yeah. So what does the future look like as far as Ashton Burrell in the community? Because I know you're from Highland Park, but
Yeah.
you reached out and are into multiple communities. So what does that look like for you?
Um, it's growth. You learn new stuff. You're able to take connections and implement them in places that you never thought you would be able to connect people and
Mhm.
make things happen.
Yeah.
Um, so it's dope. It's like you on a little tour, you know, and the tour just connecting,
Mhm.
just positivity from this place to that place to this place, and hopefully you leaving it better than
Yeah.
when you got there.
Mhm. And every community isn't the same
Absolutely not. So when you
because
go there, you get
Mhm.
love.
It
It
feels good.
absolutely. It's
Yeah.
genuine. It's real. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mhm.
appreciated.
Mhm. So let's get into your voice. When
Okay.
did you find your voice? Like,
Uh,
okay, I could do this. Like, I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna use this voice like Dr. Martin Luther King.
um, I always had a voice. Always since I was young. Like I remember I remember getting kicked out of like class for like, challenging the teachers what
Yeah.
she's saying in class. Remember in like maybe like fifth or sixth grade, like the teacher was I read a lot when I was younger too. So,
Mhm.
you know, some of the stuff that they was trying to teach me in history wasn't flying with me. Like my aunt was real, very like, you gonna know this info. You need to know about yourself. You need to know that ain't true. You know what I mean? Type of thing. So, you know,
Mhm.
they tried to tell me something about history and it was with slavery, saying when it stopped, and I said no, it hasn't stopped, and
It
you know,
hasn't.
yes, I always found myself in some type of
Challenging.
challenging moment due to
Yeah.
my
Your
my
voice.
wanting to be the voice
Uh-huh.
and use
Yeah.
it.
And I think for me, I wouldn't say I don't know. I may have not been out as much or boisterous as you growing up, but I found my voice and that's why I wanted to do this podcast because I just love Black excellence. So when I speak to people, I wanted to use this platform for Black excellence and all the other numerous talents, but I learned that, you got a lot of talents too. I
Uh-oh.
read about your record deal. I mean,
Oh,
let's
oh,
get into that.
oh. That's funny. Oh man.
And music, because my
Yeah,
family, we a music family.
yeah. Oh, you just took it back on me. Oh.
I gotta do my research.
You did your research. You definitely did it. You definitely did it. It's funny, I just started working on some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got about like nice little arsenal. I
Okay.
I send you over some
Okay, send it to me.
I got coming through.
Coming through is gonna be exclusive.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Send you some joints.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's funny you say that because I actually just started back working on some music. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I mean, but talk about the record deal. I mean, you gotta
Oh,
boast on yourself. People that come on my show, this is your time to just. I'm
um.
all that. Pop your collar. Keep going.
So oh man, we had a group back in middle school that we had started doing with me and my best friend,
Okay.
and we just was doing music, and that's what we had love to do, and still love, and we just every day after school we just recording,
Hmm.
and and then his father had came to us and he was like, yo, I want to manage y'all. So we performed at our boys' birthday party. Everybody's like, yo, y'all hot. So we like, yo, we hot. You know what I mean? And we started doing it. So we started doing shows, and then it started to turned into like, okay, we're gonna take that to the real studio. So we went to the real studio in Philly, and then it was like, okay, and then I remember our first big thing we did was for Against All Odds, when it was like popping, when it was like
Really?
the theme song. Yeah, we did the theme
You
song.
did the theme song?
Yeah, we had did the theme song for Against All Odds, and oh, you couldn't tell us nothing. We was in that was our first
Hollywood
time in
now.
the studio. Yeah, so we did that, and then we did a song for the New York Jets that ended up like going viral. It's probably still online. On
Wait,
YouTube.
tell my podcast so they can look it up.
I gotta find that. I think it's called Gangrene. Marlon Boys Gangrene. It's old. It's old.
Mylon Boys Game Green.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all heard it. Look it up. Everything on the internet.
You know what I mean? So we was doing that. We was doing that for a minute, and then we started getting older, and we started getting more, more in sync with how to do it, how to make tracks, how to format everything. We got our rush. It was me and my two best friends, and we just started doing it, and then it started getting better and better, and we ended up connecting. This is probably when like Twitter started jumping. And I think we had did a song for Rutgers.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a song called like Fight Night for Rutgers when they was on the road, their football team. And we did that, and then the gentleman had reached out to us that ran the label on Twitter. So we went to dinner. Then the rest was just we're gonna do this deal. And we did the deal. And then some things went left in regards to some of the people that was running the label. A lot of their moral integrity wasn't in alignment with ours. And but that's why it's important too, like to know
who you are,
have certain clauses in your contract, and exactly like you said, know who you are, know what you will do, what you won't do. And one of the guys on the label that was the head, he was like banned from the internet because he would set people up to get like assaulted, like sexually assaulted and stuff like that. And as soon as we got that news, we was out within like probably like 2 hours of the news. Got our manager on the line, called over there, boom, 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 the stipulations, boom, boom, boom. Had our contract sent over, canceled, boom. Yeah, that was the end. But we had a clause in there too that can, you can come out of the situation at any time. But unfortunately, there was people on the label that they didn't, and they actually got, taken to court. I remember that situation very vividly. And yeah, they went to court and everything.
It's just a big mess.
Yeah, it was a big mess, but it was a learning experience, and that's why this time around, it's a lot.
Y'all gonna do it right.
It's a lot different. It's a lot different.
But I mean, hold on, I gotta breathe because that was a lot. Okay,
yeah.
like,
yeah,
I gotta be Tamia Lee. Like, whew, let me just digest all that just was put down on this podcast.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just feel as though you didn't talk about all the people you opened up for. Who you opened up for?
We opened up for Wale, Meek, Travis Scott.
Yes.
Ross. Who else we opened up for? We headlined with DJ Diamond Cuts. Sold out. We sold out Lincoln University's gym in like a week. Yeah.
These are big things though, and I can't believe you tried to not even talk about the music thing. Like music.
It's funny. I haven't talked about it in a good minute, but this is confirmations too, because I've definitely been like on the fence about if I should drop new music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring this up now. So
There we
yeah,
go. I could have been that little angel, like ding.
yeah. You know what I mean? You gotta work out your percentage.
Mhm. But that led me into the fact that like we have a lot of artists today, especially because you know a lot of people love to say that the rap industry or the R&B industry has an effect on why they
Mm,
like to blame that, even though there is a lot of like stuff that's going on that some people may not like, but they try to blame the African American males and females who are in the industry
oh,
for a lot of the problems that be happening in the community. But
absolutely.
but then you look like I would say especially this year, there was especially people before who were standing up and fighting for people's
Oh,
rights
sure,
like T.I. and
sure.
people like that. But like now that you have these young and upcoming and new artists doing it, what did that like, did it shock you, or what was your feelings towards it when you saw like Little Baby and his video about the Black Lives Matter, or Cardi B and her approach on voting?
Yeah, I think it's dope. I think to me, like I like new music. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of times we just got to remember, everything ain't for everybody. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So a lot of times we shoot music down and things like that because it's not, stimulating to us within that moment. But,
Mhm.
you know, even when I heard Bigger Picture song, baby, I was like, yo, this bang. You know
That
what I mean?
song was like, I'm telling you,
Fire,
when I heard it, I
fire,
was like,
fire. I be bumping it still, and it's so many cats, like even, down to like Juice WRLD. I was so mad
yeah,
that I got up
rest
on
in
him so
peace.
heavy when he passed. Absolutely, rest in peace.
Mhm.
And just listening, a lot of these cats, that people be like canceling out and saying like, oh, they just talking like gibberish. It's like, nah, they not talking gibberish. Some of these people is telling you exactly how they feel. What's
Mhm.
going on with them, what's going on with their life, where they at with it. Sometimes some people may be asking for help in their songs, and sometimes
Yeah.
you just throw it to the wayside and try to play it out instead of just, taking it in and appreciating it. Don't get me wrong though, there is some trash out there, you know.
Said
but
Trey.
you know, but
I mean, you were just being for real.
yeah, for real. But it's definitely to see like Baby, Cardi, even Cardi getting in like the politics with
Mhm.
like Bernie, you know what I mean? That was dope. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Especially to see like somebody um who like, almost came up in front of everybody, you know what I mean? From the
Yeah.
gram to, to next thing you know, her and Offset, a great, power couple, and then next thing you know, she's in the politics. Like that's dope. You know what I mean? We gotta definitely big up people when they take steps to do certain things.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure even the people that she going into these meetings with, I'm sure they wasn't voting for Bernie Sanders. You know what I mean? So,
Speak.
so instead
We
of
got to give props where props is due.
you got to
And
give it away
I
to.
think that that's a good pointer to talk on, because even just people in your community who are doing good things, or even the young men and women who are you're mentoring and you see growth in them, people
Absolutely,
like applauses, people like
absolutely,
praise, people, it makes people feel good when they feel like, oh, this person sees me, this
hmm
person sees that I'm trying to do better and I'm doing much better for myself.
absolutely.
So yes, that was a lot. And even all those artists with the politics, do you see yourself going into politics?
Oh man,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
I think I'm in a weird way. I'm kind of already in it, but I don't
Yeah, true.
consider it. But I don't know. I think at this point that I'm at right now, um, I just want to make sure I leave this place empty, like in a physical. I want to make sure any idea that comes to me, any thought, project,
Wow.
anything that I do, I just want to make sure that it's out there. So if that leads to a political position, I'm sure if I'm led to it, it's for a reason. So I'm sure I'll be equipped and prepared to step into it. If that time presents itself, if it's to, if it's to be the best, mentor I could be, I'm gonna step into it, So just kind of letting God take more control and not being so stressed out on, what am I going to do? Am I going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I don't count it out.
Embracing your faith.
Absolutely, I don't count it out though.
Whew, that was a lot. That was a lot, and I thank you for talking about that, and even just really going into my topic of manifestation. Do you feel
Yeah.
like you manifested all of these accomplishments and the things that you have done thus far, or did you feel like, okay, I'm gonna just do this today?
Oh yeah, a lot of manifesting. It's a lot of. It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy things that I think about, people that I would hear about. The next thing you know, meeting them. I remember, and I remember one of the craziest manifestations. I remember when I was younger, I used to be a big No Limit fan, huge No Limit fan, and I was supposed to meet them when they came to Philly one time, but I had to go home for school. So, and I was like, dang, I ain't get to meet them. I always was a fan of Master P, like his Game Face album. So fast forward years later, I end up I get my first and only internship. So it was for like the Harlem Fine Arts Show. And I end up meeting the guy because I helped him bring some sodas inside. And he gave me, we just started chopping it up. And he was like, yo, I could offer you an internship. You know what I mean? Can't pay you, but I could give you some money you can't buy. And he introduced me to all these people. And I ended up meeting this woman that ended up becoming one of my mentors. And she's very big in, like doing hip hop events and things like that. And I just remember she had hit me, and this is it's crazy. That's like how crazy networking is. And she was like, "You make sure you come out here to New York." She's like, "I want you to meet somebody." Boom, boom, boom. Master P. Like, and it was more different from me just going to a concert to seeing him. Like, it was P. You know what I mean? Like right in front of me, like combo, like this right here. So it was just, and now I could get into so many more, but that was just like a quick one that you could manifest it all, especially and it's some of it is just giving it to God. He gonna come through.
Yes. Preach.
You know what I mean? So
your mom will be proud.
Yeah, God come through. I didn't had times when I was in my internship and I ain't know how I was about to make it home. They ain't had a train fare. I'm walking home. I'm walking through 42nd Street, find $10. I gotta run to the Bank of America, put the money in there so I can have enough to buy my ticket. You know what I mean? Like
things happen.
Yeah.
In mysterious ways, but
always.
It's all in God's timing. And I feel like I'm a big person on manifestation, and I brought it up and I wanted to talk to you because like you did a lot. And you're young. Like you did a lot. You're young and you're still going. So in 3 to 5 years, where do you see Ashton Burrell?
I don't even hopefully a better man. Hopefully a better man than I am today. And God bless me, which I know he will, because I know I'm gonna live a long, healthy, prosperous life. Hopefully I'm in a place of better growth. Hopefully I didn't dealt with whatever I needed to dealt with, whether in regards to myself. Just at peace. That's it. You know what I mean? Peace and just doing what I love. That's it.
Yeah. I think that's a wrap for my show.
That's a wrap. Hey.
I think that's a wrap. Oh, wait, one. I gotta end it like this because I always end it like this.
Uh-oh.
I gotta get 3 words. Let's give you 3, not 5. 3 words to describe Ashton Burrell.
3 words. Blessed. Empowered. Let's do it. Covered.
Yeah. Yes. And I love hearing how people describe themselves because it really shows how people think of themselves. And you said blessed, empowered, and covered.
Yeah.
Like 3 amazing words to describe you. And I mean, you're just awesome. I appreciate you for coming on.
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
But tell people before you go, we're going to connect after this. But before you go, give the people ways to connect with Ashton Burrell because you are a mentor, you do a lot for the community, and there's always people in need. So
absolutely. They could reach on Instagram, Ashton_Burrell, ASHTON_BURRELL. Facebook is Ashton Burrell. Email is aburrellhp@gmail.com, or it could just go to hometownheroclub.com and send a message through there. It'll get right to me.
Can I get one of them t-shirts?
Oh yeah, I got you. I got
you with one of my t-shirts. So we're gonna rep.
Say that.
All right.
Absolutely.
Good talking to you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Bye.
Tamia Lee Talks, baby.